guys hear what happened with LiAngelo Ball not even getting invited to a training camp this year? Last year, he got invited to the Pistons. He crushed the Charlotte Hornets summer league circuit, supposedly.
Crushed.
Crushed. That's what people are saying. He crushed it. Like,
are you saying that, or are people saying that?
Nah. He had like.
Wait, I think we all liked how he played, but I said, I'm not going to go back. I think it's crazy that they're not at least giving him a shot when his brother is the face of the franchise on top of everything. I'm just saying, on top of everything. Seems kind of crazy not to put him on your 20 man. Like, you're going to really tell me that 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, those guys, who is on their 20-man roster? I'm actually very curious now.
To be fair, I love Jello, but there might be players with more upside than Jello. But I do agree, it's kind of wild to not put him on that roster, especially like you said, he's the face of the franchise. I remember the Pelicans. We had a Boogie Cousins' little brother, playing for our summer league and coming through, and I was like, you see it somewhat often in the NBA. So yeah, I thought it was a little bit of a surprise too to not see Jello make the 20-man roster.
I always said, like, when you look at, I think the best example of this situation is the Antetokounmpo brothers, right? When you look at Thanasis Antetokounmpo, like, he has a pretty versatile skill set. He could finish at the basket. He's a great defender. Yeah, he's
actually pretty solid. I actually like him.
Yeah, so like Jello, my number one issue with him was always he could shoot, and that's it. Like, there needs to be more than you could shoot. If he could shoot and play like remarkable lockdown defense, then great. If he could like shoot and has like a somewhat consistent a very consistent finishing ability, then great. But a lot of players in the NBA already could just do one thing. Like, that's like the bare minimum. He needs to do like, I think, 2 or 3 things really well to at least make it to that next step.
I enjoyed it a lot. It was fun, worth the price of admission type stuff. He just looks so undersized to me, and like, you're right. So he can shoot, but what else can you do? And I mean, like, I didn't think he was that tall. I thought he was like maybe 6'5", maybe 6'6". But to me, in the summer league, he looked like a short arm 6'4", unfortunately. And
I would say 6'4" for sure.
He's six. You could get away with 6'4" at his position. Yeah, so guys, we are capping off the giveaway to the first 40,000 subscribers that turn on our notifications for the Laced Up podcast. All you have to do to enter for a chance to win a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X is subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you want to do us a favor, leave a like on the pod and let me know in the comment section down below when it's done. You'll enter for a chance to win a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X.
Also, guys, while you're here, this podcast, Laced Up, is also on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. It would be awesome if you could go check us out there, follow us there, and leave us a review.
If you could do multiple things. I mean, I guess he's technically a small forward / guard, but like, also, it's just his build is a little awkward as well. Like, he came in remarkable shape. I'd want to say he was like around the 210 pound range. But still, even then, like, very awkward weight distribution, and to be at that weight and not have a good finishing ability or not be a tremendous defender is probably what's holding him back. But I'm always going to root for the guy. He's just 22 years old. He's going to turn 23 a day after me, actually, November 24th. And I don't think he has to give up on his dream yet. But for now, I think what he needs to work on is an additional skill to his repertoire in order to in order to take the next step, or maybe just if he wants to punt on his dream, maybe try to get into coaching.
I don't think he's going to be a coach, but I will say,
I don't think he's going to be a coach either. But I like the idea.
I think he has a great basketball IQ.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be a coach, especially this young. But I will say the Hornets they're just a really bad team, honestly, to, like, it's just an unfortunate situation, I would say. I mean, for him, not a really bad team. I'm saying they have a lot of guards. They're guard heavy and wing heavy, like getting time at that shooting guard small forward spot. I think maybe that's another, just another reason why they just let him go, because there is no way he was cracking that rotation, if we're being honest. I never ever really thought he was ever going to crack the rotation this year. I just think that, I do believe that what we saw in Summer League was definitely encouraging and was something that I didn't expect. And I still don't see why you wouldn't really keep him on as like a 14th, 15th man. But at the same time, I guess when doing a little bit, like, I really don't want to go back on this, because I've, made LiAngelo stances, and like, I do think that, 14th, 15th man. But if you look at the Hornets roster, they do have, on this 20-man roster, I pulled it up, I found it. They've got a lot of young guys. Like, they have guys like JT Thor. They've got, Scotty Lewis, Kai Jones, DJ Carton, who I didn't even know who that was, but he's played at Marquette last year. He's like 20. Vernon Carney Jr. and then James Bouknight. They have a lot of young guys already that are trying out for a spot. So it looks like this just might not be the team for him. It might be, honestly, like a situation with like Giannis, where the Bucks have more of an established team and there's more of a, okay, you could be the 15th man, where the Hornets might be casting a wide net of young players and hoping that at least one of them develops into like a role player or better. And they're just getting a bunch of these like, guys, because their 20-man roster doesn't seem too crazy. Maybe like, who is Xavier Sneed? Like, maybe a guy like that you put LiAngelo over. Never even heard of him. He averaged 14 a game as a senior at Kansas State.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a slap in the face, though. I will say, it seems like a little bit. I don't know.
I think it was very predictable, honestly. Like, I saw this coming from the very beginning. I didn't.
You saw him not making a 20-man roster? I could see the roster.
Oh, no. The roster, yes. The 20-man, I thought, like, he got invited to the Pistons.
A slap in the face. That seems kind of crazy. Yeah.
To be fair, though, even getting the Summer League invite was pretty dope of the Hornets to do.
Yeah.
I mean, he played. He was good.
But still, like, how many teams were giving him a Summer League invite with him being out of action for that long? That was pretty dope of the Hornets to do.
Yeah, that's true. They put him back on the radar.
Yeah, and I think it was just very good for, like, his hype as a player, to be honest. Like, playing in the Summer League.
Yeah, it was for sure.
Yeah, and I don't think his story's over. I really don't. I still think he could turn it around. He's still very young.
He's got like one of those my career storylines going on right now.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah.
Like, straight up.
If you're still here while the music is cued, here are 2 videos I think you are definitely going to enjoy. Make sure to click on one of them. Again, I know you're going to love it. And other than that, have a great day and peace.